Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Call Halal Yullah, Abanawa, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Barakatash. First and foremost, I want to thank Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Barakatash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well and taught me this truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutations to my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. So indeed, the famine of the word is coming soon, man. You know, we're seeing different signs of the times and different things that are going on in the world, man. You know, and you know the people of this world are truly against hearing, you know, this place falling, man. You know, so let's start off with let's see. So okay, let's start off with that scripture. Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, that I will send a famine. I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and shall not find it. You know, and this is an example of the things that are to come. You know, so this is from BBC News. Ghana warning against harmful New Year prophecies, right? So we were commanded to go out and prophesy onto our people, man, you know? And in Ghana, which is in the west coast of Africa, there are a lot of Israelites over there, man. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of so-called Christians that are over there, you know? And the government over there is warning against harmful, because I mean, who can define harmful? I mean, if you are telling a prophecy, which literally prophecy means before, phasai means to say, so literally say before something happens, you're giving warning. That's actually a good thing. But of course, here in this current world that, you know, the wicked rules, you know, things that are, everything's upside down, you know. Everything that is right, they say is wrong, and everything that is wrong, they say is right, you know? So let me read some of this article and get a few precepts, and Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. So this is, like I said, from BBC. It was published a day ago, so yesterday. And it reads, so lucky, there you go. Police in Ghana have warned faith leaders against making traditional New Year prophecies which can cause fear, anxiety, or death. The right of freedom of worship must not violate the rights of others, the police said in a statement. So this is almost like a contradiction, because you're supposed to be able to have a right to believe or worship whatever you want, but they're saying that it must not violate the rights of others. So this is almost like a contradicting statement, you know what I mean? Because you're saying some people have rights to worship, but if their worship impedes on the feelings of these people, others, then that's, you know, illegal. So, you know, you see that this place is nothing but a ball of confusion, man. This whole world, you know. And as the scriptures say, the other nations have drinking of the wine, you know, of Babylon, you know, and they are mad, you know. They've gone crazy, man. They have taken of the ways of Babylon, aka America, man. All this foolish, you know, different talking points, and you know. So this is why the whole earth is in dire need of new management, man. Because these Edomites, these so-called white people, are in no position to rule a goddamn thing. You know, you can see what's happening in the world under their rule, man. They are not fit to rule shit, man. They belong in chains, you know? So continuing on, it says, critics say the order violates the constitutional right for freedom of religion, and it is therefore illegal. Millions of Christians often gather in churches to hear their pastors make proclamations about the new year. The message often range from optimistic projections to those warning of impending doom. And that's what's coming, you know? For the majority of the planet is doom and gloom, you know? As what's his name? Donald Trump said, called us the prophets of doom. Because everything that has been on this world, came upon this planet under the Edomite rule, has been nothing but wickedness, man. So Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi are gonna visit this goddamn place. Judgments must go out. So yeah, so it's optimistic projections for the hopeful elect to gain salvation, of the nation of Israel. But to everybody else, it's impending doom. The police order came into force last year after the public was inundated by predictions of death and calamity. Local news site My Joy Online reported, but that's what the scriptures say, and this is why the people say these things, man. Let's get this first. Matter of fact, no, let's get this first. There's Isaiah 29 and 21. That make a man an offender for a word, So just for us, brothers reading the Bible, like I said, there's a lot of Israelites over there in Ghana, man, in the west coast of Africa, right? That make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught, right? And what does the scripture say over here in Amos 5 and 10? They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him, like avoid him, that speaketh uprightly, man. So they don't want the true warnings to go out, man. They don't want, the seers, to come out and prophesy the things that are to come on this planet, which is actually a warning onto the Israelites, man. They basically, and it's mainly coming from the elites of the world. They want the people in utter darkness. They want them to stay in darkness. They don't want them to be aware of the calamities that are to come and be afraid, and then, want to come back onto their power. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and if I didn't say it, before, this message of salvation is only for one nation of people, the Israelites, man. You're the only ones that are can receive salvation, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and our fellow brethren that look like the heathens, but their seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who have been scattered among the heathens through the seed line of their father, right? Through the seed, This message is only for you. The heathens, they don't have nothing but doom and gloom coming, man. Especially Esau, Edom, the so-called white people, man. So, continuing on, it says, in a statement on Monday, the police commended religious groups for their cooperation and for adopting legally acceptable means for communicating prophecies. So I don't know what this sounds like, preach. This almost sounds like a 501c3 type of thing. You can only preach what we allow you to preach when it comes to prophecies or whatnot. But I have to do more studying into Ghana and their policies. But these type of things are indeed coming to Babylon, aka America, man. In these other different countries, where you jakes dwell at, because the word of the Lord does not go out void. So he said that there's going to be a famine, as it said in Isaiah, So it's a famine of the word, excuse me. It says, but Ghanaian lawyer Sammy Darko said the police order was illegal. It is not even up for debate or interpretation by the highest court of Ghana. Now law in Ghana grants the police administration any powers to regulate prophecies in the country, he wrote. Religious freedom is more than the freedom to worship at a synagogue, church, or mosque. It means people shouldn't have to go against their core values and beliefs in order to conform to culture or government unless it violates a specific law, he added. And this pretty much reminds me of the things that were going on during what was it? I think in the book of Maccabees. He wanted them to conform to the Greek ways and everything. And go and basically put off our own traditions to assimilate with the Greek traditions, man. That whole Hellenization period. You know what I mean? This is a similar thing, and as the scriptures say, there is no new thing under the sun. Let's see. It says Mr. Darko told the BBC that the police lost a case earlier this year against a pastor who had been charged for allegedly making an alarmist prophecy about a celebrity musician being shot. This was significant, he said. The police said they had adopted 27 December as Prophecy Communication Compliance Day. This day is being set aside to remind all of us to practice our faith within the confines of the law to ensure safe, secure environment free of anxiety generated from predictions of impending harm, danger, or death, the statement said, man. So you could see that, there's things happening in this earth that are coming against the Bible, man. And they're saying, in here in Ghana, they're warning against so-called harmful New Year prophecies, or prophecies in general, man. They're making a man an offender for a word, man. And ultimately they hate them that rebuketh in the gate, as the scriptures say. Let's get a few more precepts, and then I'll wrap it up. And try to be short, short and sweet, straight to the point. So this is Isaiah 30:10. KJV, which say to the seers, right? The prophets of old were known as seers, right? See not, and to the prophets prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits, man. And that's the majority of the people, especially you Jakes out there, man, you Israelites, man. You say unto the prophets, prophesy not, don't tell us the bad things that are coming, right? Speak unto us smooth things. Tell us the prosperity doctrine. That's why the churches are so packed, and Creflo Dollar's churches and that Edomite in Texas. I can't even think of that damn devil's name. The same one that I think it was he had a church in Houston. When everything was happening in Houston, he didn't even open his doors to the people that have been paying for that his luxurious lifestyle, man. That damn devil. Olstein, there it goes. Yahawashi. That damn devil. So it says, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits, right? Let's get it in the NLT, the New Living Translation. They tell the seers, stop seeing visions. They tell the prophets, don't tell us what is right. Tell us nice things. Tell us lies, right? NIV. They say to the seers, see no more visions, and to the prophets, give us no more visions of what is right. Tell us pleasant things, prophesy illusions, right? And this is exactly what they do in the churches, man. They prophesy illusions, to the people. And that's why the churches are all packed, because the majority of people, they just want to hear smooth things. But we're here to tell the whole truth of the matter, man, as we're commanded to, right? The Lord said, let's see, Ezekiel 3 and 17. Says, Ezekiel 3:17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman. We are commanded to be, we're a watchman onto who? The house of Israel. It's all about Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them what? Warning from me. So we are commanded to give warning of these so-called harmful prophecies, man. We are commanded to give warning, man. You know? Let's see, let's get a few more. Let me see what else we got over here. Because there is going to come a time when the prophets aren't going to be out here. Matter of fact, let me grab this and then I'll grab this one. No, not this one. Salakia. This one. There it goes. This is Ezekiel 3 and 26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, right? The prophets, the teachers, right? That thou shalt be dumb and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house, man. The nation of Israel, right? It's a rebellious house, man. Always trying to go against, and always have been going against, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This is why we're under the curses to this very day, man. Let's get in the NLT. And I will make your tongue stick to the roof of your mouth, so that you will be speechless and unable to rebuke them, the nation of Israel, for they are rebels. That's NIV. I will make your tongue stick to the roof of your mouth, so that you will be silent and unable to rebuke them, for they are rebellious people. And this is what's coming soon. You know? And the Lord spoke of these things, man. The Lord said that these things are going to happen, and they will happen. You know, that's why we always, you know, as different brothers, you know, starting with the apostles and elders, GMS on down, you know, put out these lessons and these warnings constantly, you know, for you Israelites to come back onto your power, and you know, get right with your power while the doors of mercy are still open, man. You know, there's videos going out all day, every day, constantly, man. You know, rivers of living water. You know, information, the breaking down of scriptures, the answering the questions. All of these, the Spirit of the Lord is flowing. You know, so you should, it will behoove you Israelites out there to get it while the getting is good, man. Because soon, as we just read in Ezekiel 3 and 26, the Lord will make the prophet's tongue cleave to the roof of their mouth, man. And they will be speechless and unable to rebuke them, for they are rebels. So, and it breaks it down even better and even clearer in Proverbs, the 1st chapter. So it says, wisdom warns. Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets, right? We're commanded to go into the chief place of concourse, right? And you know, set up camp so Israel can be warned. Our people can be warned, right? Because once the Lord puts out the warning, right? Let's get this real quick. Slovakia. Must not be spelling it right. But the Lord said that there will be no cloak for their sins. Here we go. John 15 and 22. Yahawashi speaking. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin. So once they got their warning, there's no covering for them anymore, because they heard the word, man. You know, and this, as the scriptures say, this gospel shall be preached to the four corners, and then shall the end come. So everybody, majority of you jakes have heard this warning, man. You know, so if you don't come back onto your power, Yahawashi, you are gonna have no cloak, no covering for your sin, right? Because Yahawashi shed his blood for the sins of the elect of the nation of Israel, man, so that we can have salvation in these troubling times that are coming upon us, man. But if you don't listen onto Yahawashi, then you won't have the covering. Back to Proverbs 1:20 and 21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates, in the city. She uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? How long, ye simple as jakes, will you love simplicity, man? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit onto you. I will make known my words unto you. Through how? How would the Lord do this? Through his prophets, right? And what's the Lord say? But if you don't listen, right? It says Proverbs 1:24, because I have called and ye refuse, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regardeth. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, man. So get it while the getting is good, man. You know, there's no time to play around, man. You know, let's see what this is. This is Jeremiah 11:14. And this is what the Lord, you just read in Proverbs, the 1st chapter. They shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, right? This is how the Lord feels for you if you jakes don't take heed to the warning, man. It says, therefore, pray not for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. You know, so once these things start happening, you know, Jacob's trouble and these afflictions and torments, you know, start happening to you jakes that didn't take heed, the Lord's gonna forget about you, and the Lord's telling even the men that are sighing and crying right now to not even lift up a prayer for any you Israelites, man, that didn't take heed, because he said he will not hear our prayer. He said he will not hear them in the time that they cry on to me for their trouble. He will not hear, you know, you Israelites. So take heed to the warning, man. I got one more and I'll wrap it up. Ecclesiasticus 5:7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Don't take your time, Israel, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance, man. So, you know, this is clear signs that the famine of the word is coming, and the Lord is going to basically wrap up the ministry soon to come. Once the elect is sealed, that's it, man. Once the doors of mercy close, that's it, you know. So, you know, any of you Israelites out there that come across this video or other brothers' video, man, take heed, you know, to the warning, man, you know, because the apostles, the elders, and you know, and like-minded brothers aren't going to be on the streets forever, man. They're already setting up different things to demonize brothers and make brothers an offender for a word, man. And this is yet another example over in Ghana and Africa, man. You know, and these different elites for all these different countries, man, they're all in cahoots, man. You know, so, you know, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to thank Bahasham, Yahawashi once again for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of the GMS who rule well, who taught me his truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. I want to say DTA, Abba Babal, and Kwam Yasharala. Hey, shalom. To the next one.